Hey beautifuls, this is me making my keychain wallet, wristlet wallet, and I was trying to get it started. I think this is one of my lunch breaks because as you guys know, my last video, it was me trying to finish one of the wristlet wallets on my lunch break, and I have an hour lunch break, but by the time I got over there and got in my little sewing corner and got everything ready to start sewing, my lunch break is halfway over or just about over. So here I am squeezing in some time as I try. So this wristlet wallet, I'm making this one for me because I've already made the wristlet for it. And so I decided to just make this wallet. So please excuse me if the visual is not so visual. I do see that my lamp is right over. It's shining brightly, but it is right over, obscuring some of the visual. So I apologize for that. But anyway, I was just trying to get this done, and you'll see in the very end of the other videos I had to piece together, because again, this was me sewing through the weekday, and I work from 8 to 4:30 now, so I have a job that I work at home, but so it takes up most of my daytime. Hello. I am trying to finish this up on my lunch break again. So I've already put in, it's kind of crooked, it looks crooked. I've already put in my little tag that says handmade with love. So I'm just trying to, I'm just trying to get it even in here so it'll be nice and proper. I put my zipper on. If you could see it in there, you probably can't. Yeah, well, I've already put my zipper on, and I have it positioned where I want to sew it down at to make an actual wallet out of it. And I'm putting on my ring. This is just a little keychain ring because I don't have a D-ring, any more black D-rings. And I've already made my little tab. And you always put that in. It's kind of reversed. I mean, it is reversed. It's kind of weird, but it's reversed. You put it in there so everything is on the inside. So all of this is the outside of it, of the wallet. So everything that you want to show on the original side is on the inside. So I am going to go in and sew this down. Let me see what my zipper is. It feels a little puffy. Uh-oh. I might need to clamp my D-ring. Well, my tab. Just so it doesn't move. Because, let me see. I need a wide clip. I need to order those wide clips that Love Lola uses. Well, on Love Lola. I got them in my cart, but I haven't purchased them yet. I need to go on and do that because those clips that she uses is for stuff that's bigger, that holds better than the I forgot what these are called, but these are the little plastic ones, and if you squeeze them too hard or something too tight, they pop, they break. Okay, so I'm just gonna use about 1/4 inch seam allowance, a little bit, maybe 3/8. No, it's 1/4, and I'm gonna sew it on down. And I thought about my tag. I need to make my tags over. As you guys know, in one of my uh, previous videos, I made some non-woven tags, just like I made my DIY tags to go in my bags and stuff like that. So like for example, this right here, see, like that. But I've noticed now that I'm using them that they're a little bit too far to the edge. I need a little more of my edge to go into the seam, so my design won't be cut off into the seam when I sew it at 1/4 of an inch. So I need to measure those over and do them over, because I did a lot of them. But I'll use them, but it's just that my seam allowance for whatever I'm using it for will probably have to be decreased, just so that will be able to fit snug. So let's see. And this is where my D-ring tab is, so I have to go. I don't want to go, okay, I don't want to go too far off. So it to stay even when I sew it in there. And that part is done. All I need to do is cut everything down on the sides. See the clips? Take these off. I forgot what they call them. I can't think of them, but those are the plastic clips. So everything is in there. See, my tab is on the inside. My label is on the inside. And let's see. So that's a lot of seam allowance. I could have pulled it in more, but this one is for me. I always say that because I haven't sold any yet. So now all I need to do is cut down everything. See, I know my black shirt might be covering it. Cut down the excess, like the zipper tape and that extra part of my ring tab or ring tab. So you cut that stuff down so you can do your binding and everything is even. And once you cut that zipper tape, you want to always make sure you burn your zipper tape ends so it does not fray over time, because it will. I haven't had any of that done because I've learned from previous sewists that they always say anytime you cut it, you need to burn it to seal it because it will fray. So I'm just gonna make sure my ends of my, what do you call those, strings. I got a little bit of a bubble in my zipper, but that's okay. Okay, now I made some binding. I just made it out of the waterproof canvas. I made it like 1 inch. And I'm just gonna fold that over, have a little bit overhang like that, and then it's easy once you stitch it down, begin to stitch it down. You just pull it a little taut, not really tight, just pull it taut, and it just wraps so seamlessly like that as you sew it. So you don't even need to clip it. But to get started, I'm gonna clip 1 piece just to hold everything together, and then I'll go from there. And let's see, I should have changed it to pink, but I don't really need to because it's on the inside. And with this, I'm going to try to keep my seam allowance so I don't go past everything that I have on the inside, as I did before already. I don't want to mess anything up on the inside because, you know, my tab and my label is in there, so I don't want to increase my seam allowance and then you really can't see the words. So I don't want my words cut off on my little DIY label. So with this, all you do is just pull it. Now that I've got it, my zipper, my foot on it, my sewing foot, and just go on and sew down. Pull a little bit, back stitch a little bit, and make sure you back stitch a little bit before you get to the end where you're gonna stop it, so you can cut that excess off without cutting into your stitches that can unravel over time. So you want to make sure you back stitch on the part that you're not going to cut off. So do your back stitching kind of wide range, a long range, so when you cut it off, it doesn't cut your stitching. If it cuts a little bit of it now, it's fine. Let me put that. So see, I cut it down and now it looks nice and neat. And then here I'm going to cut this one down and it looks nice and neat. And my stitching is, I cut some of the stitches, but because I backspaced up here before I got to that long part that I was cutting off, I'll be safe. I'll be safe of not having anything unravel. I'm going to cut down this overhang of my bias binding there to make it a little bit shorter because it was kind of covering over here, overlapping. So I'll do that with this, but I don't cut it before because you need that extra space when you're binding, because sometimes it acts up, it acts wonky when you're binding, and you want to have, I make it at a 1-inch binding strip just to make sure that I have enough to wrap around, because you want it to be caught on both sides. And there I am leaving that little extra hang. I'm going to clip it down right there, and then I'm going to just hold it like this with my fingers and just hold it steady, so when I do this side, it's same as the other side. And make sure you back stitch enough where it is covering the part past before the part that you cut off, so you don't cut off your stitching. Ooh, let me take this clip off. Okay, now I'm gonna make sure I have it pulled taut but not tight, and keep my 1/4 inch seam allowance to keep everything open. Back stitch. Ooh, almost got off of it. I think I did come off. So let me stitch a little bit right here. Okay. A little bit was, it was starting to come off because the zipper foot was pulling my binding bias tape, my DIY binding tape off. It was coming off the side of the thing a little bit, but it's, I still got it caught on both sides. Looks good. I'm gonna go in and cut it down to size on both ends. Good. See that? And so see how it's extra here, like I got a lot of hanging over. I'm gonna cut that down. It's not folded, so it's fine. If I cut it, it's gonna have the same raw edges as if I didn't cut it. There. Okay. I'm gonna cut this side too because it's pretty long. Okay. Now everything should be caught inside, and this is done. Now our big reveal is to open it up, pull your zipper open. And I want to let you guys know, make sure when you are picking your zipper holes Make sure you don't get the locking zipper pulls. Sometimes you may not know that they are locking zipper pulls. Let me, I want to seal these edges, threads, just to make sure. Okay, now the big reveal. We're gonna go in and flip them out. There's no specific way to do it, but you wanna be gentle with it, but you gotta be sturdy with it to get it out, because it's waterproof canvas, but because it has transfer paper on it for the design, it's a little bit like a vinyl. It's not as soft. And that's my alarm. Seems like I never have enough time. But that's it for this. I'm just pushing out my corners, and I'm gonna show you guys before I go punch back into work. And ooh, nice. This one is so cute. Maybe I should sell this or just make some more like this. Oh, I get the little corner out. It's starting to hurt my fingers. So you see what I'm saying with my, I stitched it because that 1/4 inch, my seam allowance. I covered some of my words down there. Not too much, but see, it's kind of covered, so I need to make my labels bigger. But you see my tab is perfect, and just work these out. Work these corners out. Let's see. Use one of my chopsticks. See how I could get that. But if not, looks like that's it. Oh, this stuff gives my hands a workout. I don't get to get my corners completely out for some of them. Woo. Let's see. I think that's it. Yep. All right, let me pull my zipper. Yeah, my corners are not quite out, but look at that, how cute that is. And look at your little zipper. And let me show you the wristlet that goes with it. That made me make this part of it. Hold on. See? Oh, you can't see the, can you see the back? That's brick vinyl, Caesar Easy Weave brick vinyl. It says Dream Daisy Ray. You probably can't really see it because it's kind of camouflaged, but it's on there because I matched that wristlet. See, the wristlet has it on there. And this is the pouch I told you I made the first time. So now, since I've made another pouch to match, I could just go on and use this. I like it. I like it. It's perfect. So I will be transferring everything out of here and putting it in here. All right, guys. Thank you so much for being here with me. And I wish I could get those corners out more, but I guess that's it. Let's see. Yeah, because in here they sitting right. But let's see. I like it, of course. I am not disappointed in any of this. So I'll be transferring all my stuff out of there and putting it in here. And it's basically the key fob for the vehicle. And then this is, oh, I got a little cash that I stashed in there. And these are those, you know, those little things you use at the, you scan at the stores, CVS and all that. This was before they got really digital, so I probably don't need them. But I just dropped them down in there because one day they might say, can you scan that thing? Yes. But you can use your phone number if you have it set up like that. But here we go, guys. And it matches because the hardware, of course, this is the zipper tape here is rainbow. But I used gunmetal on here is all three different. And this is matte black. But I didn't have matching sets. So boom, this is it. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. God loves you, and so do I.